Hey! Hello this Christmas Eve. How is everything going with you guys? So, we need to. I was thinking about pulling up a game, but then I'm like, you know what? Why not do a couple of my own games that I've played? And you know what? Do it so that I can explain it right alongside with how I'm teaching. So I decided to pull up two really strong games that I recently played. Okay, I'm white and my opponent's black. We do the London system. It's kind of an interesting a move sequence that I played, and I was like, you know what? I decided to kind of play more positional. When he takes, and then what I'm going to do is, see, he brings his queen out. My goal in this is actually to open the file up onto the rook. Also, to get my bishop developed out to b5. See, I was thinking to myself, what would be an excellent position for my bishop to develop to with an attack? Bishop b5 pins the knight to the queen all the way to the king. And so he plays a6, and so I go a4, keeping the pin on the queen. He goes a5, and then I go bishop to c3. I don't mind exchanging because when I exchange, my queen now is along this really strong open b1 to h7 diagonal. He plays g6 with the idea most notably to play probably f5 or g5 and start getting the pawns rolling. So what I play is I want to provoke a weakness, the f6. I want that to be provoked so that we close the game down, because if you notice, I have two knights. And so by me playing that, the threat was knight to d5 attacking the queen and potentially a huge attack. And so that's why I played here, and I was going to play here and there. e6, he does that to open up the bishop to stop my infiltration. I go g4 because my idea is to undermine this structure here. Keep it closed. He goes bishop d6. I go g5. He goes h5. And then you know what? I thought to myself, I have a knight on f4 that's attacking h4. I have a rook that's attacking h4. If I can attack also g4, I could take the rook skewering his king all the way with check. So I play g4. He plays e5. Of course, you know what the idea is. He wants to play here, also wants to take that pawn. So two ways to handle it. Bam! I take that pawn. He pushes e4 to attack my knight. By doing this, it actually helps me. I'll show you. Knight f d2. What that does is my next idea is actually to take, and then come crushing in. So he takes there, and then I see an opportunity, so I go smack. He takes, I take. Now I'm in check. There's a couple ways. If he moves his queen there, I win the knight. If he moves his bishop there, I again have a potential for knight to d 5, and then maybe I can even push this pawn on g5, opening the position. There's a lot of attack for me. He plays there, and then what I do is I think to myself, what is wrong with this position? And the thing that's wrong with the position is the queen right on to the king. And I thought to myself, if only I can open up the d file and plant a rook on d1, how could I do that? And I was like, what if I castle queenside? And so I'm like, boom, castle queenside. And then he goes h4, And then, of course, you can guess what my idea is. Bam! Knight to c5. This is a crushing move. A crushing move. He plays this move, which was incorrect because I took back, and then wham! The queen's pinned. So let's go. Let's see what the proper move would be. Because there has to be the correct move. Oh, the queen moves back. Okay. And then, yeah, see now my queen is really, really strong, if you notice. 0.8. Isn't that interesting? Let's go back real quick. I want to see if my move to the knight takes was right. Oh, it says... he took, and then with that take, guys, I just wanted to make sure that I took there, he took, and took, and then at this point, he decided to cash in and, you know, resign, because the sequence of moves would have gone here, I would have taken there, and here. Yeah, then what you do is you attack, so I'd have to move there, and then I take that pawn. It goes back. Check. He moves. Let's say he moves right here. Yeah, so he's gonna lose his rook. Mate 6. Okay, so that's the first game. This is my second game here I wanted to show you. Okay, I'm white again, and of course d4, knight to, oh, I gotta turn, this must be in the, well, I pulled up a game, so I think that's why there's no, I guess let me put it on analysis. There we go. And so, and I'm now playing the London. Queen comes in, because usually if the bishops are symmetrical like this, and he shuts off this position, the best move is actually queen to b3. It attacks the b7 pawn directly. He plays there to guard it. I check. I bring my knight in. I think to myself, should I have brought my bishop? Then I don't think so, because I was like, that really doesn't do enough. I bring my knight in. Now we're attacking here, and then now I'm bringing my bishop in. And then takes. Knight moves there, and then I now start my onslaught. I see that there's a weak pawn here, and so I attack it. He goes there, and I go smack. I take it. He takes. I play e to f4, d4, and then I think to myself, it's kind of getting a little open here. Do I want to leave my king in the center? I can go for an attack, but if this ever opens up, there's a potential queen coming down, so I just castle and say to myself, you know what? I'm up a pawn. There's not much to worry about, and so I just took, and so now I'm up a pawn. He takes. I bring my knight in because it guards the b2 pawn. Also, I'm preparing to either play one of these rooks to attack the queen. Place there, and then I go smack h, a to b, d1. Now the bishop is pinned. He brings his queen to c4. I'm going to step back. I want you guys to look at this position. I want you guys to make a move for yourself on this. I want you to say what move would you make for white. I'll step back for a little about just for a couple seconds just to give you some time. Okay, the time starts now. Okay, if you guys said you're very smart, you guys are great. If you said, oops, if you said bishop to b5, you are right. You got it. You got the understanding. Bishop b5 is huge. It's a huge attack because it wins the bishop. He takes a4, queen a4, rook to d8, fd8. I now decide, you know what? I want to trade down. See, I'm up a piece, actually 2 pawns, but it's a piece in an endgame. So he takes, he goes h6, I take, he takes, and then I play rook d1. And at this point, he decides to cash in his chips, resigned, because after takes, and then I take with the knight, I'm now 2 pieces up. He has really no push. He's I'm two pawns up, and I have these 2 wonderful pieces. He really can't do anything. Let's just say he moves his king. I just move my king. Let's say he moves his king closer. I move my king in. Let's say he moves his king closer. I now move my knight in. Let's say he attacks my bishop. I retreat back. Let's say he pushes. I now check. Actually, he can't. I'm sorry, he's not going to push because you'll lose that. Let's say he protects. Now I check. He comes there. I play a4 now. That's being attacked. Next is going to be there. So let's say I play down here, here, and then see how my pieces are coordinating so well together. Then smack, there goes. You see how all of his pawns will eventually fall? Because there's, even if he goes there, I just go smack. Now I'm attacking his bishop. Then if he goes here, then I can just smack, and then when he takes, this boy runs up the board, and our pawn runs up the board and becomes a queen. Okay, so with that, let's go on to some tactics, our puzzles. So in this position, this is an interesting sitch. He takes. See, if you notice, our idea from last game could apply here. See, if we take, bishop takes the knight on e5. If bishop takes, then we play bishop. Hey, yes, hi, hi Fox. How's your Christmas Eve going? Yeah, this one's a really interesting puzzle, because if this knight ever moves to there, the queen falls. So this knight is bound to protecting this queen. And so if we played bishop takes e5, if bishop takes e5, Then we could play knight takes e5, and then if bishop takes knight, we win the queen. Or there's a potential knight takes knight. See that, but then we have to calculate into this. If we play bishop takes knight, he has queen takes a queen, then we have bishop takes bishop check, king takes, and we take back, and we've won a piece. That's kind of what I'm thinking is the bishop, but what you think? Hey guys, so what do you guys think? All right. Because it's in my opinion, it's the most forcing line. So bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop takes. Queen takes C, rook takes E, and then rook takes and then knight takes. Yeah, I think that's right. What do you think? Bishop? I believe it's bishop. And then is it knight takes? I think it's knight takes at this point. Yeah, knight takes E5. I think that's right. And then if that gets played, we just snap that off. So everything's fine. It works out. We're a whole piece up. 18 points. Yeah. Hurrah. That's huge. Wow. That's crushing. Let's see. That castle was an error, so let's take a look and see. Hold on, we're going to go to move 7. Is it the Greek gift here? Is that what I'm seeing? Let's see here. Interesting. See, if we played bishop takes, king takes, we have a potential check. So if we took here, he takes. So the king's here. We bring the queen over. Then we have, we potentially have a knight G. So takes there, there. Then we have there. Check. We move our queen there, and then we're. Ooh, this is interesting here. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Let's check, see if it takes. Oh, duh, a fork. Ouch. That hurt. That was an ego slap there. Ouch. Okay, let's give it a shot. Do, do, do. Yeah, I see. I got what you're saying. So that doesn't work. Let's try this attack. All right. So let's see here. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, and he moves there. Yeah, it's our knight. Our knight's the problem. Yep, Exactly. That's it. Because the knight, if we actually do our idea here, and then he moves, then we move there, and then he moves there. Our knight here, our knight stops that, and also we lose a rook too. So I think that's a slap on the. Yeah, that is not a. That wasn't fun for a an attack there for sure. So let's do this. Let's, you know what we learned. Let's apply what we learned, and then we'll get right back on that learning and continue onward. See, we did an 18. We know we can do it. We did it. We got 18 points, so we kicked it. So that's cool. We just have to be more open to ideas on the board. I got the great gift syndrome going there, and I thought, hey, you know what? There's a bishop. Let's do this. I didn't realize that the knight would do that either, so that it was blocking that. It looked so good, but it just didn't work out. But we know the correct sequence was a fork, so that's why you have to, even though you don't want to, sometimes you got to go back through and do them over again, and you'll learn as you go. You get better that way. So that's just, it's one learning lesson after the other. I remember what somebody told me that you have to make as many mistakes now off the board so that when you're on the board you can see things that you would not necessarily have not seen before. I know that sounds like, I was like, huh. And then I thought about that for a while, and I was like, that makes perfect sense. If I do my tactics, make my mistakes now, then I don't have to have that happen on the board. And so I was like, then that really helped me to continue to keep learning. I was like, I want to learn more and more and more. So that's one thing that I learned. I wanted to share with you guys. So let's see here. Let's get right back on this, and we'll get some points rolling. Yeah, Queen F4 attacks the rook. I like that idea. Yeah, Queen F4. So we were on the right track. I was thinking that Queen F4. Yeah, attacks the rook on C7. After rook D goes to C8 to defend, and we move our knight to, what's it say, knight E, check, and then knight takes. But let's say that we do that idea. Let's say we do the there's also another way that he could actually do this too. If we played queen, that's an excellent line. I'm not down in that line. That's a great line. But we have to check. There's one more line that we need to look down that I noticed after queen to f4, which attacks the knight. What if he moves his rook to e7? You have to calculate these things in. And then I looked at, I'm like, we could play, if we need be, knight to, so if the queen attacks the knight, then oh yeah, you're right, my bad. See that's right, you move there, that's right, you're right, let's go for it. Oh, ouch, really? What did we miss? Oh, it takes. Okay, then it takes. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Why doesn't this work? Oh, because the queen could actually... And then if that... Oh, this pins the... Oh! Oh, wow. Oh. Ouch. So you have... Okay. Ay, ay, ay. That step... Yeah, that opens up all cylinders go. Wow. 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 That is an interesting... For sure, for sure. Oh, boy. What if... So this is an interesting idea I was looking at. Right here. If we take there with check, the king's going to move over. Because I was looking at here, oops, sorry, here, over, and then rook to rook to D5, blocking the queen, and then threatening mate. The only sitch about... Oh, ouch. Yeah, ouch. This is hanging right here. I still think, I'm still looking at this idea. That looks like a great idea. So that's an interesting idea around this weakness here. So we have to look to see what do we accomplish, because that's being attacked. Yeah, because we have to look at all this. This is an idea. It's a fork of a pawn on f6 and the rook on d7. But we have our own tactical attack, which is right there. So I was thinking, can we... So what do you think? What do you guys think? Here I'm like, because I really don't see anything. Then if he moves, we can actually take. Rook takes. Then we retreat the rook back. No, we're down too many pawns. Oh, I know how no, that doesn't work. Drat. Yeah, me too. I'm like here, here. I know he'd move his king there, and then what do we do after that? We're down too many pawns, so trading and doing all that stuff wouldn't benefit us. There's something more to this attack that we're missing. Something more. The only problem with moving the rook back to G1. Hmm. Interesting. Just one sec. I'm gonna go to 23 and take a look to see what. Let's give. I like the rook idea. I hope this is right. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I was so, I was so worried. I'm like, uh. Okay. Now that we have this, let's see what we got here. I don't think that would actually end up in mate. Yeah. Yeah. That's. Yeah. Right here would end in mate. After here. If we moved here, it'd be a wonderful, nice idea. But here, here, and then that would be mate. Yeah. Yeah. We have this. We gotta be a little concerned about. Oh yeah, you're right. It does do that, doesn't it? Yeah. Yep, that's right. Nice. I see that now. I don't know what. That is so odd. That does work, doesn't it? Yeah. Uh, I was just thinking how simple that. I mean, not how simple. How straightforward that was. It was like right there, and we're like, huh. Yeah, that's impressive right there. That's like that teaches us that we have to. Sometimes it's right in front of you. It's like right there. It's like, here, and then you're like, huh. So that's yeah. You have to. It reminds me. I call kind of discoveries now because of the London Classic with Fabiano when he played Ian. I uh, I always call it when he did that, the check, the the Fabi when he Ian thought a check was good. He's an excellent player. We all make mistakes, so you know what? I'm not faulting him. I probably in the time crunch that he was under, I probably would have checked too. But the bishop was perfect and the queen moved and it blocked and checked with the bishop. That was a stellar, fast game. I gotta say that was cool. Truly, to end on that was cool. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah, I think you're right. Let me see here. Let me see there. Oh yeah, he did miss that, didn't he? That's the death blow, isn't it? Ouch. Yeah, that is totally nothing but pain and misery. I could see that now. Yeah, and then yeah, ouch. I don't really see. Is there anything else though that are we missing anything that he can do? Because we have to remember we're looking at what we're gonna do. Can he do something against us? And let's see if we take there. It takes there. We take. Is there any checks? No, no, no. We're still fine. So takes there. No, let's say we play here. Check. If we move, yeah, yeah, we're fine. I don't see anything. I just wanted to send that through the filter of calculation to see if we were missing something. Because sometimes those that are like, see that player, whoever it was, missed the takes, like what you're saying. It was right there. It looked too easy, you know. It's those small things that you got to be careful that you miss. It's not like when you end up becoming like a grandmaster, they miss small ideas. They don't make mistakes. They miss the small ideas of their opponent, and then those ideas build, and then they end up becoming a big problem in the end. But it's small inaccuracies over a long period of time that could make a mistake. So we're doing good. So yeah, let's see here. Here. There. Let's see. Here. Okay, it's okay. If we can't take because if we do, there's a check. Hmm. What if we checked first? Yeah. Yeah, he'll go G7. You're right. Let's see if we take here. He takes. Do we lose anything? We just move our. I think it's just takes. Yeah. One thing though, I am thinking. Let's just go straight. Let's just think about this. After takes, he takes. Check. We just move. Do we have? Do we have anything? Yeah, queen. It does look. It does look interesting. But what about G takes F4, Queen takes F4 check, and then King to G1? What do you think? That's what I'm thinking might be the idea. But then the only stitches you have there. Uh, that's disgusting. We don't. Are you sure? Don't we win a? Don't we win a bishop? We have a bishop after this, don't we? And then if he takes, we take, and we have this bishop. What do you think? Because then takes here. Let's give it a shot. Now we have to decide where to move our king, because I'm kind of a little puzzled between here or here. Hey, what if we just move our... do we just intercept with our knight? We have three ideas here. You got here. Huh. What do you think? Because I'm trying to think. If we intercept there... there's nothing that he can do with the intercept. He potentially, though, has a rook sliding here. That really doesn't do anything, because then we can always move our rook over, attacking his queen. And his queen would have to move. And if it moves here, we just bring our other rook over, attacking the queen again. And if it takes, this rook takes the queen. So, what do you think? I'm thinking it's knight intercepts. Because if the king moves, there's... Is there something, though, that he can do? Because I'm still thinking, is our knight well placed there? We really don't want to trade like what you're saying. We kind of want to keep our pieces on the board. Yeah, because I'm thinking if we move our knight, this bishop has no scope. This bishop's like a worthless piece because our knight is here and we're up a whole piece. Even if here... Yeah, so... I don't know if I'm now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if well, that does pin the knight, doesn't it? It does protect the pawn too, doesn't it? Huh, man, this is puzzling here. We're probably overcomplicating it. The only switch though is if he takes, he queen takes. But actually, if he takes, queen takes, we have a queen there. So, if anything, I'd probably say it's king h1, then we can bring our rook over and start an attack. But I don't know. That's... So what do you think? H here? Yeah, I'm thinking that too. I'm going with it. Oh. H1! Really? Huh. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize. I didn't think of the H1. I thought it was, yeah. We're so close. Well, we'll get another one. Let's not overcomplicate this. I should have thought I should have played H1. That we yeah. But come on, come on. Let's see here. Just one sec. I'm gonna go to 14 and kind of see what the idea is here. Here, there. Huh. I texted find the bishop c6. Interesting. Nice. I think that's it too. So that is an itch. That is interesting. Here, here, there. Let's give it a shot. I think it works out good. Oops. Nope. Drat. Ouch. Yeah, I guess it's that straightforward. I was like, whoa. That's okay. Let's see here. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's knight takes bishop, knight takes, and then g5. What do you think? I think that's it. That makes this is yeah. I don't understand that. Oh, because of the check. Okay. Okay. Boy, boy, boy. We're so close there. I darn it. Okay. Just one second. I need to check to see what the idea is here. Come on, there. There. Takes. 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 Castles. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking pawn takes e6. If bishop takes, we take with check. Takes. That's what I, yeah, here. This is an interesting idea. D6 is also. I think you're right. I think you're right. D6 is correct. I think you're right. D6 is correct. Because that undiscovers an attack on the bishop, attacks the queen, and if the queen takes the pawn, the bishop's hanging, but it can't. The queen can't. So then rook takes, queen takes, bishop takes. We win a piece. It's the pawn push, isn't it? Queen d6. Interesting. Queen d7. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's not right. Huh. Oh, I got it. Right here. Guys, look. Rook right, rook C. That forks the... It forks the... right there. Rook C7. Rook C4. There it is. Boom. All right. That's nice. Got some redemption there. If we move our king in, we have mate. If we go king h3, we threaten mate on h1. What do you think? King h1, rook would have to, king would move. Actually, king can't move, so here, and we win. Yeah, we win a rook for a bishop. What do you think? Here? Because this cuts out his movements here, and so the only way to save his position from not being mated is to play. But see, if we move king h3, king h3, king h3 guards the two squares, and there, then the only way that he can save from being mated is to actually exchange the bishop. That's the only way that he can survive. What you think? Here, here, there. That's what I see. I was just wondering, what do you see? Because if he does something like if he just, like, let's say, moves his rook, we actually back rank mate because the bishop covers there, the king covers here, and this rook checks there. So what you think? Here, there, and there. Let's give it a shot. Smack, yes. Hurrah. Okay, here we go again. Hey. Good Christmas Eve, guys. How you guys doing? How you doing? That is, yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, because that removes the defender of there. Let's see, is there anything else you can do? Yeah, I think that's, I don't really see anything else that he could do. Nothing, 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 nothing. Nope. Let's get, I believe that's right too. There we go. We're rising up the ratings again. Yeah, we're doing good. We are as a team. Okay, do you have a game? Okay, we'll take a break from this. Post it and we'll take a look. Wait a second. I think we have this. Let's see if we play. Okay. We'll have to take a look. It's something to do with queen takes, though. I know that. Okay. Let's take a look at the game first. Come on. Alexander Alekhine. Wow. Budapest. Wow, that was a fast game, 30 moves. Especially for those guys, that's a pretty quick one. Let's say copy. Alright, there. Let's pull up a import. Boom. Let's see what we got here. Okay. We'll turn off the engine so there's no distraction. So Alekhine was white. Okay, so far so good. He wants to trade the bishop. This is his black's good bishop. If he can get this one off the board, black's left with a bad bishop, especially when the position's going to open up. Oh, interesting. The only problem with C, are you talking about C6 now? Oh, wait a second. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying here. Let me go to analysis. Are we in analysis? Yeah. You're saying there, right? Yeah. That is a potential idea. Let's see. What could he have played, though, here? There's always a drawback to a move, so A6. I see what you're saying, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what he'd play after that. Let's just turn on the engine to see. I want to see what the computer engine says to play here. Oh, okay, to push onward. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see what C does. Oh, queen. Okay. Huh. Okay, so it is neutral. If he would have played that way, it would have been a neutral game, 0. So castles. Wow, he's going for a big knockout there. That is total. Excuse me there. Oh yeah. C4 takes castle. So interesting idea. It's kind of very very. It looks almost exactly the same, except for this knight isn't there. Wow, nice. This is a nice move. He's threatening to win a piece. Now he's threatening to push and get his queen involved, or maybe even trade a knight off. Wow. Now the bishop's pinned to the queen, so that's going to be attacked with tempo. Takes, 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 takes. Wow. Okay, now the attack's coming. Now his idea is to fork the bishop in knight, so that's cool. He interposed the rook so that he could play that. That's a cool idea. Okay, he's trying to open this so that he can do a discovery. Because if this was taken here, the king would have to move, and then that's see you later. So that's why he played that, and that's why it can't be touched. Now is, yeah, he can't take here. That'd be a mistake, because I think, if I'm not mistaken here, let me see, I think that might end up becoming mate. Let's see, is there anything that he can do? He'd have to play, if he plays there, oops, my bad there, get rid of that. That's not the right move that I wanted. And that's game over. Yep, he's going for the KO here. Yep, there's the KO. Wow, that's an amazing game. He maneuvered his queen to get into there. Got to tell you, that's why he was the world champion, guys. That type of play right there. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you for the game. That was a great game. We'll we'll do one more puzzle. Then I have to log for yeah. Oh yeah, black gets yeah. He got a minor piece for it. Yeah, exactly. It's incredible that's why he was the world champion so long. It wasn't that he had what it took to hold on to it. It was a lot of, like, I think it was Emmanuel Lasker said that talent, sometimes you're born with the talent, uh, but sometimes I believe that talent is made. You can have the characteristics to be good at something, but unless you put your mind and heart and let the Lord use you, yeah, yeah, unless you let Him put your abilities to use. Yeah, so just remember, if you're good at something, um, do the best of your ability in that, because it sometimes comes easy, and what's easily gained is also easily lost. So let's see here. I'm thinking, yeah, here, yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking actually rook to... No, that doesn't work. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. So here, I'll take a look at it. Okay, there. Second, I think I got something in my eye. Hold on, just one sec. I hate when that happens. Okay, just one sec. All right, gotta put my glasses back on. Let's take a look at the line. Let's take a look at this line. There. Okay, queen takes c2, b, pawn b3, queen c8 check, king h8. I mean h7. Okay, here, here, king h7, queen g5, g. I think that does work out. Yeah. Yep, that's right. And then we'll work it out to the very end. Oh, you want to take a look? Sorry about that. All right, we're okay back here. That's a so I apologize. I was really into that puzzle. So what you're talking about is bishop to f6 on this move. Is it a blunder? No, because what happens is if that gets taken, he has a discovery check, and then the king would have to move and smack. Oh, you think? Okay. So you're saying that C. Hold on. Let's turn on the. Hey, let's give the engine a chance to see if that was a mistake. Hold on. Oops. I turn on the engine. Let's see here. And then queen takes. Yep. So draw at that point. That's right. But he plays the best move in the sitch. So he trust me, Alekhine's probably, he looked at that, like, you know, that line that you just said? He probably looked at that and said, 0, so. Can you look at my line? Okay, let's see. So rook A, okay, this rook goes here. it's actually here. So what you're thinking is takes there, and I believe that's mate 2. Yep, that's right. You're right. That's mate 2. It's smack daddy. Yeah, I love that. So he'd have to play here, and then smack. You get the queen. So yeah, now you get to see how close that is. Well, guys, with that, after that game and we solved the puzzle here, I think I'm gonna log off for the night to get ready for Christmas tomorrow. And guys, have a great Christmas, and remember that He's the reason for the season, as always. Yeah. That was a great game from Alakine. Thank you, Fox, for it. Guys, thank you for all the help on the tactics. Couldn't have done it without you guys. You guys are a big part. So, and these tactics are not just mine, they're our tactics. Okay. With that, as Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus. And as I say, guys, God bless. And I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Remember, like I said, have a great Christmas and be blessed. And, as Hannibal Smith says, there's always a plan in the position. We just have to find it. And as well, keep moving forward, guys. Only look back to learn. Bye-bye.